Welcome to Greek for a Week. I'm glad that you are continuing with us in this study on the book of First Peter. We have now, this week, started the last and final chapter of First Peter. We will be looking at chapter 5, verse 1, just one verse this week, and it will be a part of the paragraph, chapter 5, verses 1 through 5. I think we could probably put 1 through 11 all in one paragraph, but I decided to break it up into 1 through 5 and then 6 through 11, and then of course the final couple of verses 12 through 14. So let's go ahead and translate, and then we will look at a few things here. So there's verse 1. Peter writes, "Therefore, I exhort you," or exhort the elders among you, as a fellow elder and a witness of the sufferings of Christ, and as a partaker or sharer of the glory, share of the glory that is about to be revealed. And so here we have, again, like I said, Peter's last chapter. You have an un, which would be an inferential use, which basically introduces exhortations that will follow throughout this paragraph that are grounded in the preceding context of chapter 4. Here you have parakalo. Okay, you have parakalo, which is my first person, singular, present active indicative of parakaleo. And then you have the sum praes buteros kai martus. So what you have here is these two words are in the nominative case. They are considered nominative of apposition to the subject that we find in parakalo, which is the pronoun would be I, but we recognize that as being Peter. So Peter, you could say, with these two words being the nominative of apposition, basically they're further describing who Peter is. He's a fellow elder and he is a witness. What is he a witness of? So you have the tone, pathematon. So those two words are in the genitive case. I would contend those are objective genitives. That is where Christ is, if you will, receiving the sufferings. Then you have the tu Christou. Here's your subjective genitive. Christ, if you will, it's Christ suffering. So these two genitives kind of combine together to help us understand that Christ is the one who suffered, as well as he is the one who received the suffering. You have the koinonos. There is another nominative of apposition, and that's further defining. If we wanted to take it all the way up here, it's further defining the fellow elder and the witness. So all of those terms, join together to help us further understand who it is that Peter is, as well as how he's describing himself. Then you have the tes meluses. Here's our attributive participle. That is a present active participle, feminine, and of course it's genitive, singular of melo. It's an attributive participle. It's attributing something to the glory, that is, the glory is about to be revealed. And there's our final word here, apokalouptestai. There's our present passive infinitive of apokalupto, probably a complementary infinitive. That is, it is about to be what? So we need to complement that and finish the thought of the participle here, and that is, it is about to be revealed. So there's verse 1 of chapter 5. We will continue with chapter 5, verses 2 through 3 next week, and then wrap up the final week with 4 and 5. Have a great week.